Sumeet Bagadia is now joining us. Sumit, good afternoon. Thank you so much for taking out time for us. What's your view on Nifty 7,550? That's acting as a good level.
Very good afternoon, Pankaj. Well, yeah, see, Nifty overall, it's given a breakdown below 7,600 level. 7,600 was a major support for Nifty, and now Nifty has given breakdown below that level. I think for next couple of days, market would be lackluster. A small range bound movement would be there in the Nifty. As far as trading bet is concerned, I think till that time now again 7,600 is not taken away on higher side. One should take a smaller sell view for a smaller targets for next 1 or 2 days. Immediately there is a possibility that on downside we can see levels of around 7,500, 7,480 in next 1 or 2 days. So overall, I think for next 2 to 3 days, Nifty will move in a range. 7,500, 7,480 will act as a support on lower side, and on higher side 7,600 will act as a resistance. Anytime break and close above 7,600 will take Nifty to newer higher levels, that means 7,750, 7,800 levels. But till that time 7,600 is not taken away, one should wait for lower levels to initiate a long position. That means somewhere at around 7,500 or 7,480 should be a level to initiate long position for the targets of 77, 7,800s.
Right. Bank Nifty, what's your view?
Same like Nifty, Bank Nifty is also moving in a small range. I think below 15,500 we can see levels of around 15,300 or 15,200 levels. I think if anyone wants to initiate a long position in Bank Nifty, then strictly above 15,750 should be initiated, because 15,750 is a resistance for Bank Nifty now. So if anyone wants to initiate a long position, then on break of 15,750 should initiate a long position. Or else, if there is a correction till 15,200, 15,300 levels, then on lower side one should initiate a long position. Overall, we feel that in smaller time horizon, Bank Nifty will move in a range of around 15,200 on lower side to 15,750 on higher side.
Right. How would you look at JSPL? It's up 10% today. Any view on that name?
Well, I think metals are overall looking good to me. Most of the metal stocks can give a small upside rally from present levels. As far as Jindal Steel is concerned, I think it has small resistance at around 68, 69 levels. Once when JSPL gives clear breakout above 68, 69 levels, then we can see extended rally till 80 levels. But overall, I think if anyone wants to initiate a long position in Jindal Steel, then can initiate at CMP with a stop loss to be placed at 60 or 62 rupees on lower side, and on higher side once when 68 is taken away on closing basis, we can see a rally till 75 or 80 rupees in next 10 to 15 days time horizon.
Right. You said that you're bullish on the metals pack, and generally we've seen that whenever the metals or any sector would go up, the leader would go up the most. Tata Steel has done very well from the lows. Is that also a name that you would be bullish on?
Yes, absolutely, Pankaj. See, most of the metal stocks has given an absolute very good rally from lower levels. Specifically, if we talk about Tata Steel, JSW Steel, they have given a very good rally from lower levels. In fact, JSW Steel is trading at higher levels, lifetime higher levels. So as far as Tata Steel view is concerned, see, stock has already given a very good upside move from lower levels, but at present it has small resistance at 330. Anytime close above 330 will take Tata Steel to 345, 350 levels. We are expecting Tata Steel to move up and touch levels of around 340, 345 or 350 very soon. So as far as trading bet is concerned, 320, 315 are good levels to initiate a long position with a stop loss to be placed at 310 rupees, and on higher side, as soon as 330 is taken away, we can see levels of around 345 or 350.
Right. Sumit, just stay on with us. About a minute remaining for market to close. NTPC was the top gainer today. It's been added to the MSCI. Not added. The weightage has been increased. That was the top gainer today. Reliance was flat with a negative bias. Coal India down about 0.7%. Lupin was up 1.8%. Not sure if there is any news flow over there, but the buzz on the street is that Q4 numbers would be quite strong. Yes Bank is up 2%, 853. Ambuja Cement down about 0.4%. Bharti Airtel up 1.5%. Tech Mahindra up about 2.8. HDFC Limited 0.6% higher. Maruti down about 1%. Idea absolutely flat. Adani Ports up about 1%. ONGC flat with a negative bias. Tata Motors DVR really no change. Cipla also just down about 2 rupees or so. Aurobindo Pharma has got stuck to that 750, 760 range, and that's precisely what it was trading at. IndusInd Bank 1 to 2 rupees lower. L&T up about 11, 12 rupees. Kotak Bank up 2.5, 3 rupees. Z Entertainment up 1.5%. 6 rupees higher for Z Entertainment. GAIL up about 2%. Again, this is one name which has done very well. HCL Tech up about 0.7 odd percent. HUL down about 1%, TCS down about 1.5 odd percent, BPCL up 1.7, M&M up about 2%. Asian Paints 1% lower, Hero MotoCorp down 1.6, that's the closing bell. 11 points higher for the Nifty, Sensex down about 8 odd points. That's of course because of some stocks doing very, very well in Nifty. So NTPC would have a more weightage in Nifty. Tech Mahindra, Tata Power are Nifty stocks. They are not a part of Sensex. They have also done very, very well today. Let's look at the Nifty gainers and losers. So we'll start with NTPC. NTPC was up 4.5 odd percent, 4% rather. 8 million shares traded. Generally, you don't see such a move on this name. BHEL was up 3.1%, 123 towards the close. Was up 4.5% yesterday as well. So very good move coming in for BHEL. Tata Power up about 3%, 2.5% higher. 65-66 rupees was one of the stocks in news yesterday, but it was down 4%. Tech Mahindra 2.5% higher, 455 levels. GAIL India up about 2.5%. Yes Bank up 2%. Grasim up 2%. Eicher Motors did very, very well. Eicher Motors was up 1.9% or so. ACC, M&M, Lupin, some of the other gainers to the tune of 1.9 to 1.7%. ACC did well. M&M did well. Lupin, BPCL, Adani Ports, Bharti Airtel, all these names were up anywhere between about 1.2 to about 1.25%. Let's look at the top movers as well, or the top volume gainers. JSPL, we just spoke about that. So that was up about 10 odd percent. Volumes, of course, always on this name, very, very high. South-based cement companies did well. We focused on that with a dealer, 5.5% higher for India Cements today, 5 rupees higher, 91-92 rupees for that particular name. Manappuram Finance was up 5%, 7.6 million shares traded. Again, there is no particular news over there, but that's a name which did well. Subex, it's a 10 rupee stock, but it was up about 8 odd percent. Let's pull up DLF. DLF ended at the day's high, 4% higher, 118, 119 for DLF. So that's also one name that did catch some attention because of the volumes. L&T Finance Holding is up 4.5%. That's a name, in fact, in this week would come up on the top gainers. I'll just tell you, in the week it's up 11%. Let's just pull up L&T Finance. It's up 3 odd percent, 4 odd percent today. Up 11% in this particular week. Very, very strong name. 5.5 million odd shares traded. Adani Enterprise up 3%, 78 rupees for Adani Enterprise. HDFC Limited up about 0.5 odd percent. Adani Enterprise up 3.5. Delta Corp was up yesterday as well, up today as well, 1.5 odd percent. So that's another name that did well. Now some losers from the mid-cap space. IPCA comes at the top of the list, 10% lower. For IPCA Limited, we told you about the news. They've got IPCA Labs, IPCA Laboratories Limited. I think I told IPCA Labs. So IPCA Labs down about 10%. Interglobe Aviation down 3.5-4%. Sri Renuka was another name which was down. Interglobe, that's the owner of Indigo Airlines, was down 3.5 odd percent. BEML, the defense play, was down 3.5-4%. Lycos Internet has been going down, was down about 3.5-4%. Piramal Enterprise was down 4 odd percent today, 1,047 for Piramal Enterprise as well. We are talking to Sumit. He's still with us. Sumit, any view on BHEL 123 today?
Yes, absolutely, Pankaj. See, we have given a buy call in BHEL. I think above 120, it has given a breakout today. I think BHEL can move up till 128 or 132 levels in next couple of days. So as far as trading bet is concerned, if anyone wants to initiate a long position in BHEL, then can initiate at around 120, 122 levels, and on downside immediately now it will have support at around 114, 115 levels. So till the time 114 is not taken away on closing basis, any dips in BHEL should be used as buying opportunity for an immediate target of 128 or 132 levels in next couple of days. Overall, BHEL looks good to me. I think one can initiate long position in BHEL.
Should be the stop loss for that?
114 should be the stop loss. So any dip in prices from present level should be used as buying opportunity for the targets of 132.
Right. What do you view in terms of Axis Bank, ICICI? After the policy, they have fallen quite a bit. Are they looking slightly weaker going into the result season, which has not been the case of late?
See, I think small correction can be seen, a minor correction of 1 or 2% from present levels. But overall, I feel that Yes Bank, IndusInd Bank, ICICI Bank, Axis Bank, all these bank looks good to me. Specifically, if you talk about Axis Bank or ICICI Bank, I think Axis Bank has potential to move up from present levels, and on higher side we can see levels of around 450, 470 soon. I think present levels 421 or 418. These are good levels to initiate a long position. If by chance there is a correction of 1 or 2% from present levels, then you will get prices somewhere at around 410. I think those would be very good levels to initiate a long position, because we are expecting Axis Bank to move up and touch levels of around 450 very soon. And if 450 is taken away, then there is a possibility that we might see extended rally till 470 levels in next couple of days or in next 1 week to 10 days time horizon. I think Axis Bank is a good buy at these levels.
Right. And something like ICICI?
Same like Axis Bank, ICICI Bank also looks good to me. It has no doubt from higher levels, it has given a correction from higher levels of 240 to 42. We have seen a correction of almost 20 rupees. That means you can say correction of around 10%. But I think any correction of 1 or 2% from present levels, that should be used as a buying opportunity in ICICI Bank. Or if anyone wants to initiate a long position at present levels, then that can be initiated, because on lower side it has support at around 208, 209 levels. And on higher side, I feel again ICICI Bank will move up and touch levels of around 240 soon. And if 240 is taken away on closing basis, then there is a possibility that we might see levels of around 250 or 260 also. I think these levels are good levels to initiate long position in Axis Bank and ICICI Bank.
Right. As far as some of the PSU names are concerned, what do you think? Something like a SBI, BOB, from last results to this results, they have rallied 30-40%.
Yes, but all these counters are very, very oversold. Specifically, if you talk about SBI or Bank of Baroda, I think the counters have given a correction of approx 50% from higher levels. I think these are good levels to initiate long position, and these are frontliners in PSU Bank. If you talk about SBI, Bank of Baroda, then PNB, Bank of India, these are good levels. These are good stocks, and presently all are trading at very good levels. I think if anyone wants to select a stock, SBI and Bank of Baroda should be the pick at present levels. SBI 180, 182, these are good levels to initiate long position in SBI for the targets of 200 and 210. On downside, till that time 175 or 170 is not taken away. Any dips from present levels should be used as buying opportunity for an immediate target of 200, and above that we can see levels of around 210 also in SBI. As far as Bank of Baroda is concerned, I think Bank of Baroda is trading at 143 levels, and the closing is seen at 143 today. Present levels are good levels to initiate long position in Bank of Baroda also. If there is a correction of 2 to 3 rupees from present levels in Bank of Baroda, then that should be used as a buying opportunity, because on the higher side we are expecting Bank of Baroda to touch levels of around 150 to 153 soon, and there is a possibility that we might see levels of around 160 also. So these both the banks, SBI and Bank of Baroda, looks good to me. I think one should initiate long position at CMP, or if there is a correction of 1 or 2% from present levels, then that should be taken as a buying opportunity.
Right. NTPC was up 4% today. Generally, we don't talk about this name. What's the view?
Yes, because the stock does not give much movement, but today the stock is given a movement. I think immediately it has resistance at around 132 levels. Today's closing is at around 131.50. I think if anyone wants to initiate a fresh position in NTPC, then now one should wait for breakout. Breakout is at 132 levels. We need to see the closing if NTPC is able to give close above 132 levels. If 132 is broken on closing basis, then there is a possibility that this time NTPC might give a sharp upside move, in which it can touch levels of around 140 or 145 soon. So a fresh long should be initiated in NTPC only above 132 levels. Anyone who has taken long position at lower levels, that means somewhere at around 125, 128 level, 125, 124 levels, then they can hold on the positions, because I think 132 NTPC should break 132 in next 1 or 2 days, and on higher side we can see levels of around 140 or 145 soon. People who have taken position at lower levels can maintain a trailing SL of 127 rupees.
Right. Just a very small name, Dynamatic Technology. It's up 5% today as well. Not very frequently traded, very frequently spoken about. Was up 15% yesterday. Before that was up 3%. So it's up almost 25% in this week. Any view on the charts?
Well, Dynamatic Technology, I think it has given a good upside move today. I think the closing is somewhere at around 2130 levels. Am I right, Pankaj?
Right.
Okay. See, the stock has given a good move from lower levels. And as far as charts are concerned, I think from the levels of 1700, we have seen a rally of almost around 400-500 rupees, and the closing is at around 2137. immediately the stock will face resistance at around 2200 levels. A closing above 2200 is required for a further upside rally in which stock has potential to move up and touch levels of around 2350 and 24. But I think if anyone wants to initiate a fresh long position, then one should wait for the breakout about 2200 levels. Any fresh position in the stock should be initiated only about 2200 levels, because in past 3 or 4 days we have already seen a rally of around 400 to 500 rupees from low levels. Fresh long should be avoided at present levels.
Right. Tech Mahindra, any view?
See, Pankaj, I think that most of the IT stocks are giving some correction, and in fact they are showing weakness if we leave Infosys, because Infosys has given a breakout about 1200 levels. No doubt we have seen some correction in Infosys too, but at present Infosys looks good to me, but all other stocks are looking bit weak to me, whether it's Tech Mahindra, Wipro, TCS, HCL Tech. I think as far as Tech Mahindra is concerned, we have seen today's closing at around 455, 456 levels, but in the shorter term time horizon, till the time stock is not able to give close above 480 or 485 levels, I think rise in prices in Tech Mahindra should be used as a selling opportunity, because on lower side, once if 440 is taken away, then there is a possibility that we might see levels of around 410 or 400 levels. So overall, a closing over 380, 480, 485 is required. Then only a fresh upside rally can be seen in Tech Mahindra. Otherwise, it's better to avoid the long position and be on short side in Tech Mahindra for the targets of 410, 420 levels.
Right. Lupin has retraced almost all the losses of that 10-15% loss state today. It's up 2.5%, 1540. What's your view?
Yes, Pankaj, it has already retraced the fall which it has given in past couple of days or in past 1 or 2 weeks time horizon. But as far as the view is concerned, I think most of the pharma stocks looks weak to me. We are expecting a correction in pharma stocks. As far as Lupin view is concerned, I think small upside move can be seen from present levels. That means a move of around 30 or 40 rupees. But overall, this move in Lupin should be used as selling opportunity. Till that time, Lupin is not able to give closing above 1630 levels. I think these pullbacks or rallies in Lupin should be used as selling opportunity, because we are again expecting Lupin to give correction, and on lower side we are expecting it to touch levels of around 1400, or there is a possibility that we might see levels of around 1300 also. That means anytime rise in prices till 1550 or 1600 levels in Lupin should be used as selling opportunity for the downside target of 1300 levels. Overall, we are expecting a correction in pharma stocks for next 1 month time horizon. So we would be a seller in most of the pharma stocks.
Would you initiate fresh sells on Lupin, or at bounces you should go ahead and short this name?
We are comfortable in initiating a fresh position at CMP also, and if there is a small bounce of 2 to 3% from present levels, that means today's closing is at around 1540. So if there is a small bounce back till 1570, 1580 levels, I think this should be used as a selling opportunity, and 1570, 1580 would be a very good level to initiate sell position in Lupin. We are comfortable in initiating a sell position at CMP also.
Right. Sumit, thank you so much for taking out time for us. Always a pleasure.